Hello guys, it is Duke, and welcome back to an episode of Duke Builds Creatively. Now, I just thought of that name, actually, when I was going to upload the first episode, so that's the title of the series now. I have a name. I was very concerned I was never going to come up with a name. But, you know, it's simple, it fits, it's pretty much knew it was coming. Alright, so since you last saw me, I've just gone ahead and added a little bit more color to the area. As you can see, I've placed down quite a bit of wool, and I even started a road over here. So let's go over what all these different types of wool means, because they're different color in pretty much every spot. So the orange, this is what we originally had for everywhere, and I decided no, these are only going to be for bridges, which I feel is nice because it pops, it allows me to know where bridges are. You know, I can see even from a far distance away, even with my 12 render distance, which is not really that great, I can still see the orange from quite a far distance, which is really nice. The pink, I have not decided what district this is going to be, but it's going to be a big one, whatever it is, because the swamp is absolutely massive, guys. This is such a large biome. You know, with the large biomes, probably helped it even more, but it stretches a couple more 100 blocks all around there. It actually goes even over there too. I thought out there was the ocean. Actually, no, it's that direction. This whole swamp sort of loops around, which is really cool, because that means I can have a harbor way over there, and this area right here, which I thought I wanted to have a harbor, it can be something different. But what is the magenta? Because I have magenta in my hand, and you can see I've started a road where there was magenta, and while this is the military area, this is anything you see in magenta, that means it's a military. There's going to be, you know, towers and walls and stuff like that. But what actually I've decided to do is, instead of doing the medieval time, I really just thought about the cannon idea. I'm like, wow, that actually sounds really cool. So we're going to go Renaissance period, which I feel it'll allow us to build. We'll have a little bit more variety in what we build. It won't just be super basic. We'll have many more different buildings we can build. Plus, we can do those cannons, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. This pathway here, I've just sort of gone ahead. This is a rough sketch. I'm going to actually, after this clip, clear out the magenta wool, you know, polish this floor up a little bit, because, you know, I just need to work on the road a little bit more. It's not up to my standard quite yet, but it has a nice, you know, variant in the blocks we got here. Plus, by using the BOO texture pack, we have these extra type of cobblestone, which really makes it nice. Also, with the stone slab having a darker texture, it sort of blends in a little bit better, which gives a nice smooth look. Really like how that pops out. See, even though they're basically all the same color, you can see stuff. Like, there's texture, and then there's no texture, and it allows it to pop, and it just really looks good. So I'm really proud of how this road's coming along. We've got multiple different types of, like, stones here. We've got stone, cobblestone, andesite, polished andesite, the stone slabs, and they all just work really well together, which I'm really pleased, and I can't wait to continue that even more. So over here, we have light blue wool, which is gonna be a military harbor. Now, you're probably wondering, why didn't I just do this magenta? Well, because I wanted to stand out a little bit. It's gonna be sort of separate from the rest of the military part. It won't have watchtowers or anything like that here. This is gonna be basically an area where we build large ships to go send out to war and stuff. It'll be a pretty cool concept. I think I might be able to clear that out, maybe shape this a little bit better, and build a ship in here and say this is like the shipyard. This is where all the big ships get built before they go out to sea, and we'll have maybe a pier or two where we can have a ship or so, because, you know, we might be a big town, but we don't know of any attackers quite yet. I'd like to continue this world after I'm done with this build, and maybe just go build somewhere else, and then I can eventually I have like multiple civilizations, which would be really cool. But for now, we're just leaving with this, which is good because it allows me to devote all my time into this, which I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna clean up this a little bit more. This episode is gonna be more prepping and planning, not many building. I might try to build a single cannon, might just see how it looks. But I am able to spend 2 days on this episode, which is nice because it allows me to get more stuff done. Because I just started recording this the day of the release of episode 1. So I don't really know what the feedback was yet. I'm sure it's pretty good though, because it's such an exciting series, and I know everybody's going to enjoy it. But I'm going to do a little bit of work, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so it is the next day. I had to actually cut yesterday's time of playing a little bit short because, well, my life's pretty busy at the moment, and I just don't have time to sit down and play as much as I'd like, just because school's almost getting out, and that means lots of work and tests and every other sorts of things. So sorry about that, but I have done a little bit of work, a little bit more planning. I know what I'm gonna do, and I'm really excited to get working on it. First of all, I built this cannon, and you know, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay guys, when originally I just had, you know, the barrel part and the stairs that made up the wheel, and it actually looked decently good. I was really liking it. But then I thought, that's not realistic at all whatsoever. I have seen some that were just that part, but it really just doesn't work. So I don't know, like, why I'd even try to do that. So I made it a little bit more realistic by adding the back part here, which makes sure that the cannon stays in one spot as it shoots. I'm gonna get some wall-mounted cannons, which I've laid out where I'm gonna put the walls. At least around this part of the military thing, I feel like I need a wall. I'm gonna have a big, like, keep here. It's gonna be like a watchtower, but bigger, more fortified, stuff like that. Should look pretty cool. Don't really know what I'm gonna do yet, like design and stuff, but I'll figure it out. Have more of a wall here, and we're gonna have 2 smaller watchtowers, which will be a gate, and it'll lead you out to the harbor. But I want to feel like, hey, you know, if someone's invading the harbor, they make their way over the bridge, and they get stopped. You know, we've got some sort of line of defense before they can get into the rest of the kingdom, which should be pretty cool. Like that idea a lot. It works out. I made sure the road looked all nice, and then I added this little part, which this right here, that's gonna be a wall, and these are gonna be stairs to get up onto that wall, and it should look pretty cool there, which is good because I feel like it'll be really nice having a little bit of a archery range. Not really an archery range, but we can use it as one. And we'll have a wall up here, very nice design. I'll figure it out eventually, and then we'll have a barracks right here. This will sort of be like the entrance to it, and then we'll have it here, maybe 2 or 3 stories. Should look pretty cool. Real excited to get working on that. That'll probably be its own episode, just because I'd like to keep these episodes fairly short, under 10 minutes for the most part, but still get a decent amount of work done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Duke Builds Creatively. I will see you guys next episode. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Always more coming out. Pretty much every other day is what I'm heading for, at least for the time being. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Goodbye.